Alright guys, story time. Today, like everybody else, I woke up and I checked on Brickseek to look for that Cobra Trooper and the Firefly, right? And a lot of stores were out of stock. I checked also in Miami because my brother wanted to go hunting today. And a lot of stores had them in stock. So whatever. Checked on Brickseek. Only 2 stores down here in Orlando had them. One was an hour away and the other one was like an hour and 10 minutes away. So I decided to go to the closer one, of course, because 10 minutes, 10 minutes will make a difference. So I'm there driving, I'm going through tolls, I'm taking forever. I'm actually going harder than that, like 85 miles per hour. And every like 15 minutes I'm checking, I'm fresh in Brickseek just to make sure it's still there. If not, to go to the other store. So I'm getting there, I checked again, and as soon as I'm pulling up to the parking lot on that first Target that I went to, it says sold out. So I was already parking. I was gonna get down and double check anyways, but I said, fuck it, let me just haul ass to the other store. Hopefully I'm lucky. I checked that store. That store still said I had 2 in stock. Haul ass over there. It was like maybe 10 minutes away from that store. As soon as I get there, I see one guy, like he's like running around, like like looking around that toy out. I knew he was there for that Joe's. I'm like, fuck, I'm here too late. He probably got him already. So I go check with the employee because I still had the phone in my hand. I refreshed. It still says it's in stock. And I told the employee, hey, can you check this to see if it's in stock? Immediately, he didn't even check. He just says, no, we sold it today in the morning. I was like, I was a little pissed. But then I said, okay, can you double check in the back because, it still says it's in stock. No, we sold it, whatever, la, 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 la. We checked on his system, and his system still says it was in stock too. But he says that, no, somebody came and picked them up. So I was like, all right, fine, whatever. So that other guy that was running around looking for it, he came up to me and says, "What are you guys looking for, Joe's?" I'm like, "Yes, we're looking for G.I. Joe's." And he goes, "Oh, they're supposed to have 2. It says on my system that it says on Brickseek that it's in stock." He was taking on his phone as well. So the employee explained the same thing he told me. He explained to him that no, somebody, we already sold it. Somebody came in the morning to buy it. So I was like we were upset. So I was like, I started texting my friends and calling my friends and see if, because I know some people that work at Target. So I asked one of my friends, Kevin, hey, how long does it take if you sell something at Target, for it to show up on their inventory, like refresh? He says it'll take about 15 minutes. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go check again. I'll check with a different employee. The other employee told me he checked on the system and he was gonna check on the aisle because it said they had 2, and I go, no, I already checked, it's not there. I checked everywhere. And I go to him, can you go check in the back? He's like, no, let me see. I forgot what he told me, but he didn't want to go check in the back because he says it says on hand on the back, so somebody already brought it out, which whatever, makes sense, whatever. And then I asked him, oh, how long does it take if somebody sells an item, how long does it take for it to refresh in your system? He's like, no, it's usually immediately. So I'm like, all right, I've been here for almost half an hour. So the employee went and told me, no, maybe the customer that got it, he still has it in his cart. I'm like, no, because the other employee told me that as soon as they opened the stores, a customer came to buy them and he bought them. Other customers were coming in for it. So it was like 5 or 7 of us. Around 5 or 7 of us looking for that same thing because it still says it's in stock. So people like flying to the store to get, us nerd toy collectors, G.I. Joe fans are flying to the store to try to get that fucking Cobra. And well, it was just a Cobra. It wasn't Firefly. The Cobra Trooper, because it's going for $100 on eBay. Nobody's gonna pay that much on eBay. I mean, there's some crazy people that will do it, but whatever. So I was trying to get 2, one for me, one for my brother. So no luck. And so then I text Alex to ask his cousin, because she works at or his wife's cousin, because she works at a freaking Target, to see how long it takes to refresh, just to make sure. And he never texted me back, but whatever. Cause why didn't he text me back? Oh, cause I already got the info from one of the employees there. So I decided to check on their system that they have a big tablet. So I punched in all the numbers there, and it still says 2 in stock, 2 in hand. None in the back, but 2 in hand. So I really wanted, so I started looking around again, the toy aisles again. And there was another guy that came in looking for the Joes. And I started talking to him. He's like, he got pissed. He's like, because he came in all excited, almost running. He was walking fast. He came in all excited where I was, and there was another employee. And he's like, hey, you guys got the new Joes? and the employees immediately says, nah, it's sold out. He was that guy was pissed. He's like, but you guys, it still shows you guys have it in your system or two in your system, whatever this and that. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I know, that's why I'm here. You know, I'm still waiting, whatever. So he got pretty pissed, and he just started saying, these fucking employees take everything, you know, la la la. Like, he was saying that in front of the employees. And I was just like, whatever, you know. I'm an asshole, but I'm not that rude. So then I was thinking, like, how is it that it still says, you know, I kept on I refreshed my phone again, and it still says that they got 2 in stock. So I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, man, maybe this employee has it in the back. I talked to my friend, Kevin. He called me. We talked for a little bit. And he told me to call a manager, because the managers usually help you find anything. They have to, like, they train them to do that. So I did. I spoke to a manager, and the manager checked, and he's like, yeah, if it says it's here, it has to be here. And Kevin told me to ask the manager to show me the sales history of the item today. So the manager did show me that, and it showed that nobody has sold it. It wasn't sold, so it's in the fucking store. It has to be in the fucking store. But the manager went to the back. He couldn't find nothing. Nobody could find nothing. So my guess is whoever came in the morning asking for it got the 2 that said it was in stock, and he stashed them somewhere in the store. And that's why it still shows an inventory. So I thought about that. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to start looking for this around the shelves and everything. So I started looking under the shelves. I started looking everywhere, behind toys, everywhere. Figuring I went to as far as until I got tired. I looked through almost all toys, the electronics, anything that was close to toys. I looked around and I didn't find shit. So whatever. So the moral of this story is that I got shit.